How's it going, guys? My name is Jake Fogg and welcome back to the 6th episode of my FIFA 20 Road to Glory. Annoyingly, I have already recorded this once and the footage came out absolutely horrible, so I am re-recording it. It is slightly different than my other episodes in the sense that I am actually live coming this. I won't be playing any games in this episode. It's more of a bit of an update as to what's been going on. What I've been doing, basically over the past few days, because as you can see in the top left corner, my record has changed drastically. I can't remember what I was on, but I'm sure I wouldn't have had more than about 20 something wins, 25 wins probably last time I recorded an episode. So basically, on the Friday night, I played a lot of FIFA basically, because I needed something daft like 11 wins, or maybe even more, on the Friday to actually get me to be able to qualify for FUT Champs. As you can see, that the amount of games did leave me with a very high rating in the weekly rewards. So I've almost guaranteed rank 1, I reckon, which I'm going to take the untradeable rewards. So 2 Prime Gold Players pack, 2 Prime Gold Players packs, 2 Mega packs and 2 Rare Gold packs, and 100 FUT Champs points. But that doesn't matter, because if I just head over to FUT Champs now, if you just bear with me whilst because these menus take forever to go through. If I look at the rewards, look at the schedule. Not the schedule. Oh my god, the leaderboard. I did this on the last recording, you thought I would have learned by now, but actually I did actually finish gold 3. So finishing gold 3, I get 30k, 2 mega packs, a 50k pack, and obviously the two red player picks. I'm not sure what the team of the week is going to be looking like, although I am recording this whilst England are playing on the Monday, and Rashford's just scored, so hopefully, Rashford getting in form would be pretty nice. If I could get his red player pick, that would be pretty perfect, even if it's just as a super sub. But yeah, I think I finished about 14 and 11. I didn't quite get enough time to finish all my games, as I spent all of Friday actually qualifying for the weekend league, and then I actually ended up having a job interview on Saturday, so that meant that I couldn't really play any FIFA till about 5 o'clock in the evening, and then I just didn't get round to finishing all my games. One thing I did do though is I streamed almost every single one of my games. If you'd ever be interested in watching any future streams, it's twitch.tv/JakeFogg, or I will leave the link at the top of the description. So if you could go, if you fancy it, if it's something you'd be interested in, go check it out. Drop a follow so you know when I'm live. I am planning on streaming during the week as well, not just streaming weekend league, but I actually had a lot of fun streaming my weekend league. It was a really fun little experience. So yeah, and obviously the main thing, on Friday night, eventually after a little bit of a hiccup, they released icon swaps. So as you can see already, I have completed the Win 9 FUT Champions matches, because I've obviously got 14 wins, and win 3 Rivals matches using a full squad of only gold players, including a bench with a max overall squad rating of 83. I'm going to try and get all of these, winning 3 Rivals matches using 7 first own Premier League, Liga and Serie A, La Liga and Bundesliga players, which is why I'm taking the untradeable rewards, in hope that I can pack someone decent and be forced to use them. Obviously it would be nice if I pack someone decent and be able to sell them. However, obviously I've got my FUT Champions rewards as well, which obviously you can't take untradeable. They're always going to be tradable, so if I pack someone decent in them, I could always sell them for some coins. But hopefully pack someone decent in my untradables, or just pack lots of players and just be able to make solid squads for each of these. I think there's about, I believe these expire when Season 1 finishes, so in the top right hand corner, the date has just got, there we go, it's back again, 24 days and 21 hours, so I've got, well, like at least 2 or 3 more batches of rewards, although if you leave it to the last one, you've got about a day to do it, and it's going to be pretty tight. Single player, got the same one with squad battles of 83 squad rating, and then 11 MLS players, Eredivisie players and Chinese Super League players, where you need to win 5 matches, and then here score 20 goals with first own players and play 20 matches using at least one first own player, which I've done, and I'm halfway through that one because I believe my Kevin Gamero, my striker in my team at the moment, is a first owner. I packed him in, I think I packed him in an SBC, to be honest. So yeah, that's icon swaps. And if we go over to the squad builder challenges, or squad building challenges, we've got all the different players here. So you've got Schmeichel, Okocha, Guardiola, Giggs, Nesta, Carlos, Crespo, Kluivert, Klose, Ballack, Pirlo, Keane, Rivaldo, Wright, Ferdinand, Rui Costa, Zanetti, Hugo Sanchez. You could risk it and go for the base icon pack, which I don't think I'm going to do. Butragueño, Gerrard, Hagi, Owen and Drogba is the main one. Owen being one of the top ones is a bit questionable, but I suppose decent finishing, but his strength's woeful. Good dribbling, but 3-star skills, fast. He's not, I suppose it is it his prime? I'm assuming that it's his prime, but I'm not 100% certain. I would assume a 91 Owen is his prime. I think personally, I'm tempted to get Zanetti because obviously that's, again, I believe that's his prime, and obviously for a he is an end game right back ultimately. Obviously, last year you needed fullbacks with good jumping, so that kind of puts Zanetti out of the question. But this year, I mean, I'm sure everyone who's watching this knows exactly what heading's like on this FIFA. There's just absolutely no point. It's an absolute joke. So Zanetti is a really good shout, I think, because I mean, you get him, I'd get him and he'd be my right back for the rest of the year, like without a shadow of a doubt. Or well, at least until like team of the season comes out, at the very least. But I think I'm most likely going to go for Rio Ferdinand, just because I think he looks pretty quality, to be honest. What is he? 6'2", 84 pace, 84 defending, 83 physical. Again, he is a centre back that I would happily use for a very long time. Yeah, I think he's quality, and obviously because he's in this group of icon swaps, he's not going to be in another group of icon swaps. So there's no point being like oh, they're going to release his better ones. No, this is one of the only chances I'll have, to be honest, to get Rio Ferdinand. But even so, he'll be a good centre back for a long time. And then obviously you've got then basically if I get him, it'd be Schmeichel, Okocha or Guardiola to choose from for the rest of the players. I'd quite fancy JJ Okocha, but I just don't think he's actually that good. Like, I like the 5-star skills and he'd be a very fun player to use, but I feel like if I got him I wouldn't really use him. I'd probably be more likely to use Guardiola, although I'm still not sure if I'd actually use him or not. Yeah, I'm a bit torn, but to be honest, I probably won't end up getting all 24 tokens. I'd be pretty surprised if I do. So yeah, let me know down in the comments. Who are you targeting for your icon swaps? Are you thinking you'd try go right to the top and go for Drogba, or are you thinking someone like Ferdinand and then a lower icon, or Zanetti? But yeah, just let me know in the comments down below. One last thing that I did actually do when I first recorded this episode was that I went and got myself Player of the Month Pookie, or Pookie, Timu Pookie. Like I said, with the first owner objectives, it's a solid first owner Premier League striker, and it was one that I couldn't really turn down, to be honest. I think I spent 10,000 coins in total doing him. I used some players in my club, tried to avoid any players that I'd want to use in first owners, like something that I've really got to think about now, because before I was really happy just stocking up my clubs with players and using them in squad builders. Just players I'm not going to need and I'm happy to get rid of. But yeah, I mean, suppose now I've got David Silva, I mean, he's not the best card, but he's a first owner and he's 88. Like, I wouldn't choose to pick. I wouldn't choose him. Be like, oh, I'm building a Premier League team, I'll get David Silva in. But you know, he's an 88 rated player. He's not going to be bad. He's not. Doesn't exactly fit the meta, but you know, it's better than, I don't know. I can't think of a player off the top of my head, but yeah, first owners, I've got Silva, Pukki. I've probably got, oh yeah, I've got Jorginho, Ruben Neves. I've got, who else? Oh, of course, the main one will be Ndombele. So, to be fair, in terms of midfield and striker, I've got more than enough first owner players from the Premier League. Just need to get a couple more, really, because obviously I don't want to just build an absolutely dreadful team, because I want to actually be able to do the objective and not just be you know, just throwing together like a 78 rated team and just being like, yeah, go on, I can probably win again. I can probably eventually win 3 games with this team. And then last but not least, Carlos Vega. He came out. Now, he's pretty cheap. 1 team of the week, an 83 rated squad, and 75 chemistry. So he is definitely a player that I think I may do, because, again, it's a thing you got to think about. He's a pretty high rated, decent MLS player who will be first owner. Obviously, it helps towards. I know you don't need first owner MLS players for the squad battles objective, but it'll still be useful to kind of have, because you know he's an 86 rated striker. He's got some really nice stats. The 2-star weak foot's a bit of a bummer, but it is what it is. Like, he's probably, I don't even know how much he's going to be, 25k, 30k. I'm not entirely sure, but he won't be expensive. So I think, and absolutely ages to do him. So he is definitely a player that I'm going to look into doing, and I'm about 90% certain that I will complete him. Just to have him in the club and to be able to use him. But anyway, that is where I am going to end this episode. I know it's been a slightly different one from usual, but I just thought, because I've done a lot of stuff off camera, I thought I might as well just do a bit of an update video to explain kind of where I'm at and what I've done over the past few days. So yeah, anyway, as always, if you did enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next episode.